beautiful Aries. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello. My name is Chris. Welcome back to another Aries tarot reading. Aries love tarot reading. Aries love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, Aries love messages. A reading where we're going into their feelings for you, what you might need to know, hear, see, or don't see coming, what's on everybody's mind. Is anyone making a move? Let's take a look at the energies coming in, Aries. It's the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups. The Ten of Wands is coming here in reverse for me. By the way, more fire energy. This is Sagittarius energy. And the ruling planet for Sagittarius, Jupiter. What's been keeping things from moving forward? This reversal energy is like releasing them. But I have to say, coming in here with the Page of Cups, there is a new beginning kind of energy, but it's somebody who I feel like is not feeling very certain, confident, you could say secure. What's been going on here? It's really very early still. Let's dive in. Aries, I want to remind you that all the playlists are in the video description below. These are yours. You will also find the playlist here at the Tarot Closet on the playlist tab. Of course, your Aries love tarot readings. All signs, all 12 zodiac signs. You'll also find all signs tarot, collective love readings, twin flame readings. If you are a twin flame, they are back. As you can see, Aries, the Three of Wands is here. That is your energy. Somebody is on the move here to, well, I want to say fix something, because something is going on here. You can see in the partnership placement, we have the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. And it's in reverse. So it's a really strong validation for me that there is something going on here. Look, the bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is, in fact, we're going to be seeing that now. Yeah, somebody is feeling triggered. Now it's showing it in the upright. Here with the Ace of Swords, communication. Look at the crow sort of wrapped around that sword. That's transactional energy. It's clarity. It's truth. And again, the communicative energy. As I say that, my throat chakra is kind of going wonky right now. And as I'm saying, I'm looking right here directly at the rose. Somebody's cutting through. Look, all the clouds. All those clouds here. Lack of clarity, a cloudy energy. They're cutting right through it. There's a victory wreath here. They're coming in with the rose, the Four of Pentacles. Somebody is working their way back to you to communicate it or into your life. Like where are you at with this person? The Four, okay, this just wanted to come right off, and it just revealed the Emperor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. What I wanted to say is the Three of Wands here. Again, this is your energy, Aries. And this is some kind of a move, a choice. Could be literal travel energy, by the way, that you've been waiting for somebody to make. Also, I want to validate, it's a really specific message coming in, but if this is somebody who is or has been prioritizing work, money, other major commitments, that does come through. I mean, look at what we have here. We have the Emperor. This is your energy, Mars and Aries energy. One of 4 cardinal signs. A leader making it happen, strategizing. Somebody here is making plans and strategizing to come to you. It's extremely clear. And it's around communication, but they're coming in here with clarity with this rose. Yeah, because something is going on here. And again, if there is if somebody has been prioritizing work or money, that does come through. Let me get this cut deck, move the energy a little more, and let's continue on. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see for Aries. Please show us the cards, Aho. Yep, Six of Wands is here as well. Really super clear, pun intended. Somebody wants to get your attention. What has been keeping this person from either breaking the silence or moving forward in the way that you have been waiting for? Again, there could be literal travel here. You look at our crow just sitting here, getting ready to cross over to this other side, right in front of all this emotional energy, the waves. And you can see here in the back, we have a star, which is illuminating these mountains, which are, you know, it's challenging energy to overcome. So there's definitely, yeah, this person is definitely working on it, and that Emperor is going to be going for it. This is kind of like what's going on at the moment. They want to get your attention. Somebody here definitely wants to get your attention, and yeah, there we go. And what I wanted to say is the communication energy is really strong, Aries. What choice have you been waiting for them to make? Because it's been delayed, hasn't been happening. It's really validating. Look what is right here below our Three of Wands. It's the Two of Wands in reverse, and that's what that is. The choice, the move, you're waiting for them to make, the delay in that, and we can see it happening. Somebody really wants to work something out. Had you built a life together? Have you been building it? Has it been on the table? I feel like they're trying to work something out in their life too, but they're also working on coming here and wanting to work this out. Three of Pentacles. This is a collaborative energy, and it's here with the Six of Wands. So I want to validate if you can see this person. Look also here with the Four of Cups. At an event, a concert, a party, an art exhibit, perhaps something with friends and family, that's happening in person. I don't think that's for everybody, but the communication energy is really, really strong. The Four of Cups is here, sort of like, here I am, not expecting it. But look, the crow's looking right at this cup coming in. And sort of hovering here over Three Cups, which brings in the Three of Cups for me. Mercury and Cancer energy, the communication. Yeah, and the weight here is clear. The High Priestess is here. Aries, Divine Feminine energy. Cancer energy, not only obviously a revealing energy, that energy of intuition, the move here, how they're coming to you is really, really clear. Like there's a being drawn toward you energy, but also there's a decision here. So that's the other thing. What is the move you've been waiting for this person to make? For some of you, this might include, again, literal travel, but I tell you what, the decision is just really clear. As I'm bringing in this information, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. And that's more of that energy coming in. The Moon in Libra energy, it's right here with the Two of Wands in reverse, the choice that you're waiting for them to make. And it's really clear that this is somebody who is afraid in some ways, like they haven't been ready. You can see that here in Judgment. You see the delay in the Two of Wands, and you see the indecision and in their head in the Two of Swords in reverse. So that's where things have been, and really validating with the Hermit energy, Mercury and Virgo energy. For me, this is both an energy of where you both are now. So if you are in a pause or you're in no contact, no communication, But it's also a strong energy of where this person is in this energy, getting ready to come out of here, because this is where they've been getting this clarity, because somebody here has been really indecisive about this choice that you're waiting for them to make, which does feel quite big. I want to validate that here with the World. That's bringing in the World card for me. And that's life-changing decisions. You know, that's a completion energy before you move into the Fool, a very hopeful energy and a new path forward, a new beginning, taking a chance. So this Two of Wands in reverse is also putting this little World here, connecting me to the World card in reverse, telling me that there's something going on in their life. So whether that is around a job, money, or another person, it's just really super clear that there's communication around it. I'm wondering if if a decision is being made, you could say if there is an answer. The Sun is here. The Page of Cups is back, and now it's in reverse. Interesting. The Ten of Pentacles is here, and the Six of Cups. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The Magician is here. The Nine of Cups is in the upright. Oh, interesting. Justice is here. The Queen of Wands, and the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Messenger energy, kind of mesmerized by the pentacle. This floral laurel wreath here is around a reunion energy for me, and this really feels like getting out of some kind of silence, either breaking a silence if you are navigating that, or you're not talking at all. The Sun, more fiery energy, a new cycle or luminary, a new beginning literally. And I want to tell you here in the Sun energy, the possibility for things working out is really clear. The Six of Swords is also here with that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this is really a validation for me of it. Like, it's time now to have this conversation. Yeah, and it's connecting to the bigger picture. Judgment, again, is in reverse. So somebody here has been afraid of this change. So for some of you, it's really validating also with the World card that if it is a long distance energy for somebody either to travel to you or even relocate, that is here. But the decision feels really, really big, and it's just extremely clear that enough time, probably too much time has passed. And there is a communicative energy, and it feels like it really has to happen. You know, so if you're going to see this person, it's definitely happening at the party, at the gathering, the concert, whatever. I also want to validate just even our Three of Cups here within our Four of Cups, the Mercury and Cancer energy, that if you normally communicate via text message, SMS, email, it can be that is coming in. Do you voicemail, you know what I mean, like voice message each other, or do you talk on the phone? However you normally communicate, they're revealing their, I want to say like their decision or their choice finally. Page of Cups is back and really validating with our Ten of Pentacles, because our Nine of Pentacles is in reverse, and it's a validation of what's going on here. Where is that 10th pentacle? It's being held by the Page of Pentacles. And that can definitely be some energy of not really being sure, maybe even an age difference, or just somebody, again, who's moving slowly and who has been indecisive. And that's been really, really clear here. Taking that pentacle our page has, putting that in our Nine of Pentacles in reverse, uprighting it here in our Ten of Pentacles. It's really validating for me that this is around a long-term energy. Have you been in a long-term connection? Have you been building it? Has it been on the table? It's literally on the table. There's definitely some, I feel like some power struggles that are going on. A lot of that does feel for me like it's around the lack of communication, sort of who's going to talk first or break the silence. But it all goes, I feel like it's a bigger picture. It's all going deeper into the long-term energy. But just our Queen of Wands here, look, our two lions, both in charge of a pride, you could say, intense. They're both looking straight ahead. That's a really intense energy for me. And again, there are some power struggles around it, but there's also a confident energy around that. And somebody really is working their way toward you. Again, I feel like you're being pulled together, and I want to validate that with our Page of Cups here back, but also coming here in reverse now, that if there is somebody involved that's sort of talking to you and then talking to them, that might be part of what's going on here, both kind of how we got here, but also who's maybe like, I don't know, what's the word that I want to use? Facilitating. You guys showing up at the same thing or talking to this person for them to communicate. The Six of Cups is here, by the way. Yeah, so it can be that you've known each other for a really long time. There's also an energy of feeling like you have, but I want to validate our Judgment in reverse, the Six of Cups here, that for some of you, this might be connecting to a past energy. It could be going really far back, but it's also just something that clearly hasn't been resolved, and this person is coming back somehow. So whether they are breaking the silence and they're already around, or they're showing up for something, or just, again, sending that message or call into your life. I don't know that everyone is going to be expecting it. The Nine of Wands is here in reverse. More fiery energy, the Moon in Sagittarius energy. There's definitely this energy of, if you're seeing each other, it's sort of like avoiding them a little bit. And maybe even with the message or a phone call. Communication, the communicative energy is really, really strong, though. The Magician is here. And the Magician is connected to the solar plexus chakra I do, as well as the throat chakra I speak. Access to all the elements. Water, the cup. Air, the sword. Earth, the pentacle. And fire, the wand, which you can see our crow is holding on to. As they lean their head back here, up into the sky, their wings are completely spread, as you can see the sun behind them, which is right here in our overall energy. Yeah, which is representing this energy of a new beginning. Somebody who is literally making this happen. The Emperor energy, the Magician, moving out of the Magician energy here into the High Priestess, this decision. So this conversation is completely around what this person has been indecisive about, and it's about the long-term energy. And I feel like this is really kind of like a make or break energy. It feels like now or never, but look what else is here. The Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment energy. 1 cup shy of the 10 of Cups. So had you built a life, were you building? It wasn't on the table. It's here with what you've been waiting for. It's right in the middle of our 2 of Wands in reverse, the delay, but our 3 of Wands, the movement. And Justice here is the last tarot we are looking at today, Libra. What is the truth that is coming in? 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, the Sun, 9 of Cups, Justice. That this is somebody, the Emperor, I feel, who wants a life with you. Aries. Connected to the heart chakra, Justice, Libra, and Venus, the planet of love. The yin-yang energy here in the Justice card. Getting into balance. What they want to say to you, I feel like you've been wanting to hear it for a long time. What this conversation is about. It might throw you for a loop, but it does really feel like a make or break kind of energy here. There is a friendship here, by the way, I feel, but there's also a really strong chemistry. There is love here. The wish fulfillment energy, what have you been waiting for? Because it's connected right here to our Two of Wands in reverse. And again, that energy with our world, it feels like a really big deal, a life-changing energy. It feels like it's big. Oracle, which I'm not reading in reverse. The bottom of the deck. Open-hearted. An open-hearted conversation is really clear. Look, our messengers are coming out of here. This heart, as you can see, is kind of open. So this is something I also want to validate. It's a really specific message coming through. For those of you that this has been long distance and or physical and or platonic, and it's been about things going further, and maybe they've been stagnant, the Hermit here, for a while, this conversation is about that. This is really about all of it. Sacred space. Yeah, look, in building a life. Or rebuilding, should that be the case, new beginnings. Look at the two crows here. The sacred space, as you can see. And there are eggs in here which have not hatched, protecting them. And the nest which has been built together. The possibilities you're both here. This conversation is about the future possibilities of either resuming or for some of you beginning it, but it feels like you've been on some level, you've already been heading in that direction, but something's been going on. For some of you, a lot of time has passed. Sora is here. Oh my gosh. This is so clear. Choices. The choice you've been waiting for them to make, they're coming in here revealing that. And in light of, for some of you, how much time has passed or what's been going on, in fact, it could be that there's a karmic situation going on for someone. Just a validation with justice, not for everyone. Whatever the case is, there are choices to be made here. It's been really super clear. Two of Wands. Judgment, Two of Swords, the High Priestess. Where is the future leading? Choices being made. It really feels like a literal open-hearted conversation, make or break. Observation, wow, and the last oracle is dreams. So looking at things, seeing things for what's happened, where they are now, the possibilities, observing, this is also an energy for me of Page of Swords. It's kind of like before, somebody who might be looking at things like social media, talking to their people, which I do feel like there's something going on with that. But observing the situation, and it's interesting because it's connecting with soar, which is a movement. Literally, you can see it. It could also, it's connecting with the Two of Wands in reverse. So that could be connected with literal travel. But there is movement there. And it's also this energy of rising above things. And it's connected to that Two of Wands in reverse with that world. And observing. So it's kind of like getting out of just waiting and watching and thinking and going really into that energy. We have already seen the Emperor, the Magician, moving. And dreams here, which is connecting right here with the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Wish is coming true. The Magician, that's what the Magician is doing, you know, manifesting, making things happen here with sacred space. So this is about the conversation between the two of you. There is a key here, of course. And look, so that's around the revealing energy. Somebody's coming out of, look, all the clouds here. They're above it. Revealing a decision, choices. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages from your person, love messages from their higher self. The bottom of the deck. I'm sorry I lied. It's right here with justice. The truth. Choices. That's the other thing. Justice. An 11. Also a 2. A choice. A master number. New beginnings. And of course the yin yang energy in that. I regret how I left things. Missing you. Do you love me? We were destined to meet. So, like believing in fate. I want to be honest. I'm sorry I lied. I want to be honest. Truth being revealed for sure. And that's just not even a question. Justice, the Sun, the High Priestess. And here it is. Wow. My heart belongs to you. Here you are, Aries. If you wanted to know, with an open heart, I regret how I left things. My heart belongs to you. I'm sorry I lied. Here it is again. I have a confession to make. My heart belongs to you. You're beautiful. Last channeled love message. Love message from your person. Message from their higher self, Aries. I don't want to lose you forever. Beautiful Aries, that is your reading today with me, Christine, the Tarot Closet. Thank you for joining me. I'm sending you love. Until next time.